Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Zog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition featuring the Kaos Engines DLC. And we had a little skip yesterday. I didn't release a video yesterday. I kind of had to wrap up my taxes, but that's out of the way. We're all good to go, and we're back into the recording once again to keep things flowing. And I'm going to do a little something different today. We're not showing you the somewhere in the world photos today. I want to ask a favor of everybody. We are within 10, I repeat, 10 subscriptions at the time of this recording of our 500 subscribers, which is supposed to unlock our community tab. And there's some exciting things I would like to be able to discuss on this community tab with you all. I just was reading about a new mod for this game, which finally intrigues me quite a bit. It is called Phoenix Rising mod, and this first output by them is called Better Classes. It's an overhaul and rebalance of all 7 vanilla classes, adding many new skills, combos, and tactics. In fact, it introduces an entirely different third row of skills that depend on soldier origin, their background, and class. And while the main focus of the mod is soldier classes, there's also a few balance tweaks also added in. And I'm going to include links for information to this mod down below. And once we get the community tab up and running, I want to be talking about this, or we're going to explore this mod. This could be the type of mod we've been waiting for to extend some life into this game like the XCOM mods go. It really is something that sounds like it's going to change the way we potentially play the mod with the different classes, and it excites me. So help me out. This is one of the few times I directly ask if you've been watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please help us out to get up to that 500 level so we can add some new features to the channel, mainly the community tab, to give me a way to talk about things like this with y'all and present things and have little chats outside of these videos. And speaking of the videos, let's get back into the game, because that's really what we're here for. And we just took on the gift mission. We got the behemoth flying. We've got our teams at the base, and there's a few things we've done. I've redistributed all our soldiers onto the 3 flyers, except for one, and that would be Citizen Eileen over here, because she kind of doesn't have a lot to work with right now. Yeah, I gave her a gun, but she has no armor, so we're gonna have to build her some more armor. Yes, more armor to build and spend our resources on for Citizen Eileen. And since we're talking about Citizen Eileen, she also comes with a promotion. We'll pick up Extreme Focus for her, and we'll also pop in a little will to build that up. As far as who's on what ship, I'll just kind of scroll through so you can see which teams and how I've separated everybody out. I'm not going to introduce individually everybody, but we have a nice mix of a couple snipers on each ship, and each ship either has 2 heavies or 2 assaults, and each ship, well, there's only 2 guys, so not each ship, but then our cross classes of Berserker, Sniper, and our Infiltrator are mixed in there too. So we got a nice balance. Some high level, like level 6 Mark here, and some lower level Ramex and Gary the Dollar. So I've tried to really blend in the teams as best as possible, not just have one outrageous A team, and just kind of give everybody a chance, hopefully, to get out there and get some experience and see themselves on the map. Let's hope. It always turns out that some teams end up getting more action than others, but we try to balance it out as best we can for everybody who has a viewer character out there. Now, there are a couple more promotions in here, and let me see if I can go track them down. Soren Black, you also got a promotion. Let's get yours done. And you picked up a really good one, our first Onslaughter here. So good job there. And then we have one more left, and it's Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, and she is up to ready for action level. And that's always nice on, say, scavenging missions, where you can switch stuff around and pick stuff up for free. And then we also kind of went around and redistributed all the weapons and whatnot. In fact, I still am planning to get out the Synedrian laser rifle, the Deimos, at some point on somebody. and there's probably another paralyzing melee weapon I could get out on somebody. But other than that, I've pretty much redistributed. So each airship has some various chaos weapons. I just tried to balance things out a little bit. So we have capabilities with each individual ship if I need to send one out on its own on a particular mission. So there's that. Research, I kind of mixed things up a little bit. I kept the hatching sentinel there because we know there's a mist or a nest out there somewhere that's going to have these hatching sentinels, and so we might as well increase our damage output. It's only 5 hours to go. Then I moved up to 2 aircraft technologies, so hopefully that will help unlock future tech for the weapons, at least for Synedrian and Anu. So we went ahead with that. Now, as far as manufacturing, there are, as we discussed, some things we need to buy. And we have one set of airship armaments in production right now. And I'm going to get the third ship. Since we have 3 ships, we might as well get them into production while we have some resources. And I think on this final ship, I'm just going to do 2 nomads. We will keep the Orochi, however you want to pronounce that, for this first ship that we're building for, but I'm just not keen on its hit chance, and I'm not keen on its lesser range, although I do enjoy when it does hit the damage and the shock that it gives us. But I think on the final ship we're going to try just 2 nomads for superior aim, because the aim on the nomad is a lot better at 80%. The range is a lot better at 1600, and it does shred and do decent damage on top of that. So let's just go ahead and build those. We're going to build 2 of those and an afterburner and eat through our supplies really fast. Now there's some more armor left for Citizen Eileen. We're just going to get the Banshee armor built right away for her. So as soon as possible, we can get her ready to take out. And then there's only one other thing I want to build, and that is Golem armor. I think Gandhi is out there as a heavy who's wearing temporarily some independent body armor, and I do sure like to have all my heavies have the ability to jet jump. So we're going to throw in Golem body armor just for you, Gandhi. And then I think all of our heavies will have the ability to jump at the moment by doing that. So there's the background. Now it's time to decide what we're going to do next with our teams. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to send a gift over here to the Chaos Syndicate just to see what they have in store. Not that we have a lot of funds to make any purchases with, but I want to keep tabs over here. And then I may decide to just steal ourselves little old Tiamat again, even though, you know, they are kind of pokey and slow. It has its uses. And diplomacy-wise, we can afford to steal from Anu at the moment and Synedrian. So we may look at doing that once we find ships in either place, and then continue building everybody else up after that. I think that'll give us at least a fair amount of airships to tootle around the map and get things done. So the gift, go here. And the other 2 airships, I'm thinking we're just going to come down here and do the Overrun mission right nearby. It keeps us in the vicinity of the Behemoth, and it allows us, when our other aircraft weapons get built, to just pop a vehicle right back here to the base and arm them up and be very near the Behemoth and get into action. So I do want to stay a little bit close with these guys, at least initially. So let's get the Stray down here. Let's get Banda's Bane down here. Okay, we made it to Chaos. Let's take a peek at the marketplace, see if there's anything we just can't pass up, although there's probably going to be some fair amount that we can't afford, but we're going to still take a peek. And as you can see, yeah, there's a fair amount we can't afford. Anu religion being one, but that's not a high priority for us. Looks like a lot of these are the actual Chaos buggy. Oh, that uses up all of my materials. I don't know if that's quite in reach quite yet to be able to do that. Sounds like it would be a lot of fun taking out in a scavenging mission, but we're going to have to come back and hope it appears again. I've seen it appear before, so I'm sure it will come back again. I was hoping to find... Well, we don't... God, the Redemptor's so dang good. A Tormentor. We do not have a Chaos handgun yet, and that is only 80, so that's a potential to pick up right here. Ghost. I don't have the money for that. We could get Gauss technology already. Okay, the Screamer is a Chaos Buggy thing. So yeah, it's mostly Chaos Buggy. There's not a whole lot to pick up. I'm just going to pick up a handgun just so we can give it a test drive. We've tried all the rest, and yeah, I would like another Redemptor, but let's not spend all of our funds for something we already have 3 of. So let's just pick up a Tormentor and leave it at that. I think... You know, there's no flyer yet, so why don't we take this ship and head over to this base and see if we can nab ourselves a Tiamat in the meantime. There, now we have both ships at the Overrun Mission. It has been confirmed that the transmissions originated from the New Jericho Zayats Research Facility. Based on initial reports, the entire area has been overrun by the Forsaken. The exact research conducted at the facility remains unknown, but based on satellite pictures, there's evidence that it's linked to New Jericho's new bionics program. Analysis suggests that at least 5 New Jericho scientists have managed to survive by barricading themselves in the facility. So we're going to get this thing started. And if the mission hasn't changed at all, what that means is we just have to rescue one of those 5, although we always do attempt to at least rescue them all. Being Forsaken, I'm gonna make sure every possible sniper we have is out there on this mission. I'll have to take Gandhi. I'm actually gonna take you off as a heavy since you can't jump yet, and I value jumping heavies on this particular mission. You'll see why. And there's, I think we'll just start with this 8 of 8 right here. Sorry for those that we aren't taking out. You'll get more chances. Let's go take a look at how we're all equipped. We've got you looking okay, Cecil, but what we can do is give you another shot of willpower. I'm a little worried about your subjector. I know you probably have the highest malfunction chance with your subjector, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that and how that works on this mission. Vrantios, you do have Boom Blast and you have your heavy machine gun. You will work out just fine for us on this one. We're not going to change anything on you. Gandhi, we'll get you out again soon. Paul, Forrest, Reynolds, you're equipped, you're fully laden, nothing to spend. Hope you enjoy this mission. Landon, Avery, we have a Redemptor on this team with you, so that's always a good thing. Belladonna Hawkmoon, you got the heavy-hitting New Jericho Gauss sniper rifle. We're going to give you a shot of will to go along with that. Papillon. Yeah, you got the Strongman perk and a Hell Cannon, so yeah, we'll keep you along. At least I think we have you along. Let's just make sure. Yeah, it's Papillon, Herman, and Mark the Hat, the last ones we have to look at. Oh, I hate when I accidentally click out like that. Let's get back in here. And we've already checked Cecil. We're going to take you off, Gandhi. Sorry about that. And we're back to where we were down here. There we go. So Belladonna we looked at. Papillon we just finished with. So Herman, let's continue with you. The last 2 soldiers to make sure they're equipped, and you are a little overburdened because I gave you, you didn't have it before, the Redemptor, which is a little heavier in weight because, you know, it packs that punch. So I think what we'll do is we'll just so you aren't overburdened, let's give you a shot of strength and use your will that way, at least this time. I really would like to use it. You know, you can only spend it. There's only so much to go around, so you make the best choices you can at the moment. Mark the Hat, Schiffer, you got back. Your weaponry is good, and I'm not going to spend any of the SP, so we're all ready to go out on this thing. All items on this particular battlefield will be automatically recovered. Let's go save some scientists. All right, we got a little Thunderbird landing animation. That's always fun to get some variety there. And we see nobody off the bat. So why don't we do something that I often do on this mission? You don't have Boom Blast, right? Yes, you do not. You do have the ability to launch a grenade, but Papillon, we do have another heavy over here with Boom Blast. So he's the one he's the heavy I'm gonna hold in reserve while I get you jumping to the top of the building to maybe jump down and to do two things. Maybe we'll see some Forsaken in the distance, and you'll be in a position to jump inside with your very accurate hell cannon weapon, and if we're going to do some interior door-to-door kind of battles, that would be a good place to use you. So let's get you jumping, Papillon, and see where you can land to help us the most. And we actually can get right here by the ladder to come down into the interior. Why don't we give you a shot right there?
Doing it.
And there we go. 3 enemies spotted right off the bat. We have an assault kind of back there. We have Berserker back there. And we got somebody who can mess with our heads back there. So right at the moment, they're a little bit distant. So we're going to keep pushing forward as best we can. You can actually make it into the interior. So why don't we see about doing that? One step at a time.
Moving out.
And we're seeing our first scientist. Let's, we'll just move you this way to get you away from the window. We don't need any random distant shots hitting us. And then set everybody else up for support. What I'm thinking is our snipers maybe can cover down this way. Maybe there's a chance they can come from either side. So let's do this. Let's kind of dash forward our assaults a little bit, see if we see any other. We'll do one dash maybe down this way. We'll do another dash maybe off to this side, get a sense on where the Forsaken are with our assaults, and then we can set up our snipers to start picking them off, because we took 4 snipers for a reason. We took 4 snipers for a reason. So let's use one of your dash. I don't know that we'll necessarily double dash.
No time to lose.
Oh, and we saw some. They're over on the left side. What do you know? I'm so used to battling them down here a lot of times on this map. I'm still going to continue you forward to take a peek down there and see if we see anything down on this side.
Moving fast.
And it would seem to be a little quiet over here this time. So that, Landon, you've done your job. Just in case someone is there. Now you can't overwatch. You're in cover, more or less, so we'll keep you there. Now let's see if we can unleash some more vision down here with you, Herman, and see if we can find any other enemies to go after. A Forsaken Assault and a Forsaken Berserker. The Assault is sporting New Jericho's weaponry. We definitely would like to be able to...
Ready to go to work.
And we don't have a lot of amazing lines of sight at the moment with any of our snipers. So each of our snipers will only be able to pull off at best 1 shot as we move to position ourselves to see these guys. So why don't we bring you over here, Cecil? In fact, we'll give you this little corner spot since you're... Let's try it without the will points. Let's see what this shot looks like first.
Here I am. Let's do this. Finger on the trigger.
We'll just focus in. This guy seems to be a little heftier than this guy. We'll focus in right there with a chance to hit the other one in the back. Kind of play it that way, maybe. Oh, there's a new sound for you. We fumbled. That's our first malfunction we've had, Cecil, with your weaponry. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We may have to switch out your weapons here if that's going to be a bit of a habit for you. So I'm not thrilled about that. Is that a sign of things to come? We shall find out. Mark the Hat, you got something that's really accurate here. Let's see how it does for us. No quick aim needed. I'm thinking what we'll do with your shot is let's work on the guy in the back. The one that can shoot a big distance at us, and give that a go first. Nice hit.
Hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, it hurt, didn't it? Oh, man. That was a good comment, Mark. Now we have to see about getting some other shots over there. Now this would be a quick aim potential shot. I don't know how amazing it would be, but we're gonna come over here, Forrest, and see what it looks like for you. This one will require quick aim. And we'll use it sight unseen. And we have a chance to get another shot on this guy. Oh, that didn't sound or look promising. Those aren't the guys we were shooting at. Yeah, it looks like we whiffed on our first shot. You're getting your weapon calibrated, Paul. Next time, I'm counting on you. And it doesn't look like we're going to quite get an angle for a follow-through shot from you, Belladonna. So why don't we, as you advance, yeah, I still think this will potentially give us a good chance for a shot next time.
Like the wind.
At these angles that they'll advance. And what we can do therefore, Vrantios, they're close enough. We can launch a little barrage against them with your boom blast. So let's do that. And let's just plop it right in between them and see if we can strip off some of that armor. I was gonna say we could have done that before our sniper shots, but you know, they just kind of shoot right through the armor anyway. We got one more. That first one really did a nice job for us. And guess what? We took one of them out. How about that? We still have a rocket, to be quite honest. We might as well use it, because this is our immediate threat right here. And that guy's bleeding pretty bad. In fact, he shouldn't be able to regenerate either. And 2 turns, he's bleeding out. And with his legs hurt, he shouldn't be able to close in on us, and I don't think this is a pistol sport. Oh, he does have a pistol. So he could hurt us a little bit. Herman, there's really no place we can get a shot with you. Well, unless we dashed, we might be able to get that one extra hit on this guy. So why don't we see about dashing over here, see if we can get that one little extra hit. Right about there. It's going to be a little bit of a distant shot, but we don't have to hit on every bullet to get him down to the point where we're able to have him bleed out. And I think you just did your job. I want to double check just to make sure. And we did our job. He's going to go down too. So thank you, Herman. Left flank secure. Well, we heard somebody open a door somewhere. So we need to go figure out where they are. I don't know if that was a scientist moving. I don't see any doors near these scientists, so I don't know. Do we see any other open doors somewhere? Not really. So I don't know where that noise of a door. We don't see anybody down here. Aha. This is the door they opened in their advance back from this corner. So that's not a door that concerns me, other than knowing they could come in this way against the scientists here. So let's rescue this scientist. Let's do our scientist rescue here first.
Let's go. I see them. Spotted.
Ooh, we're seeing some new guys out there. And they're still at a distance for the most part.
Moving out.
Let's get this guy out of the window. Then let's see about sending you downstairs. And I'm thinking we'll run through, by coming down here, we'll run by a bunch of more scientists on the way. But I'd like to tuck you in right here, Pepion, So if this guy over here does come through to try and get to our scientists, you're nearby to just blast them. So let's give that a go.
Moving fast.
So we got 3 of the 5 scientists under our control. So that's a good start in my book. I'm going to see about running you forward over here, Landon. Maybe we can get some flanking shots on them as they advance, if we're lucky. And still no surprises down here where I'm. To me, it is a little surprising because I'm so used to dealing with them at that point, and I'm almost feeling like, yeah, but these guys are not going to really be seen. I'm just more thinking about, let's peek around the corner to see if there's anything closer that we should be aware of. And we did see something new. Oh, and that's the priest way back there, so that's not so concerning. So I'm kind of thinking, these guys are far enough away. Let's bring you into the door too also, Landon Avery, so you can help protect scientists in the interior. You have a nice room-to-room interior shotgun that can definitely help us protect these scientists and probably still be effective against the Forsaken. So let's just get you inside, since we now know this side is for the most part clear.
Let's go.
And park you there. That means the rest of us need to start pushing up this way to try and, well, there's no perfect places for our snipers at the moment. I think what we'll do is we'll take you, Herman. See about how we can position you. We're still a long ways away from the priest, so I'm not too worried yet about that. Let's use one of your dashes. And I'm kind of thinking, let's have you peek around this corner, and we can always, looks like you'll have enough movement to step back away from the corner should we need it, but let's get some vision out here in case we're missing something.
Dashing ahead.
Well, we already found something, and it wasn't ahead of us. What did you see? Oh, we can see the guy. We saw the guy through the window, so we know exactly who he is. So let's come up to this corner, continue our peek.
Here we go.
Nothing new. Step back so the priest can't mind control you, and you'll be near the front. Now we got to figure out what's the quickest thing I can do with my snipers. Belladonna, I'm kind of feeling like getting you up tall could help us out, especially against this guy, especially against the priest. So let's give you this position. I won't give you a shot this turn. But you know, there's nothing better than a sniper on a roof, don't you think? Don't we all like a good old sniper on the roof?
Still alive.
You know, let's go with a second sniper on the roof, and then we'll keep the other 2 on the ground, working on coming around the outside. How about that?
I'll be there.
So Mark the Hat, you got a nice accurate weapon to be on the roof with. I kind of like that idea. And the rest of us, like you, Cecil, with your now unreliable weapon, now that we've had our first malfunction, we're going to get you in this direction, getting you near the edge for a future shot. And we're also going to do the same thing with you, Paul, getting you as far forward as we can. Yeah, we'll still keep you in cover.
Sprinting to position.
You are in the sight lines of the priest, but I think the priest is pretty far back, so you don't have to worry about mind control quite yet. Avrantios, I think we're going to jump you onto the roof too. It's a great spot if we need help with your boom blast next time. And we'll plop you, say, right about here, because I'm not fearing their weapons. Any weapons that we see are not concerning. So we'll keep you on that perch. There's no war cry, no unseen enemies. So there we go. And then it's just a matter of getting this done. So everybody else, let's see who we got left. Stay there. Stay there. think we're just about done. Oh, we got some civilians to get out. And we know this backside is clear, so let's run them outside. And next turn they'll be able to get out the exit. Yeah, one more that is also ready to move. We'll just get you running up the stairs. Oh! We just lost ourselves a scientist. They are a lot closer than we might have thought. And we need to do some damage control, and let's hope that hell cannon will help us. Alright, we have some work cut out. We have our work cut out for us, yes we do. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because all we've got in the interior here is Land and Avery, and we've got 4 guys really close. Let's just get a sense on what your shot would be. Papillon. It's looking like it could be a pretty damn good shot. We're gonna just take it right here and now. And that arm just got splattered. He does have regen. But what we're also going to do with your final turn is we are going to war cry you. It will pick up the most close guys here, so they'll be a little bit limited on what they can do. So let's do it. Phew! That poor scientist. I feel bad. Now I'm thinking we might want to run this other guy out because well, actually with his arm bad, except he can probably regen and then be able to shoot. So yeah, you would be a nice one to pick up, but at the same time I'm like, let's see if we can get anybody with a line of sight down there. Can we?
Channel open.
Maybe we just blast this guy with our grenades, and yes, it's only one guy, but he's the loose cannon right now. And then that would allow me to bring you in and free this guy. And then Landon also finish this guy off, so we don't have to worry about him regenning and shooting us. Then we have these 2 guys that can move with their sticks, but let's hope their sticks, their movement is down to 14 and 16. What is the normal movement for these guys? 13. So their movement actually, because he wasn't war cry, so their movement is, if it's 14 and their war cry, it should only be 7. So that shouldn't allow them to reach us and swing their sticks, is what I'm counting on. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to do our boom blast on a lone individual because he's the one that's worrying us at the moment. And hopefully we can wreak some havoc on his legs, I would hope. Well, we're wreaking havoc on his arms, and so he doesn't have a stick he can really use, at least until he regens. Let's follow through with the rocket just to see if we can take away his threat. There, now we got legs. Regen is off the table. I don't think this guy can hurt us now because he's got both arms out. Yeah, there's just nothing. Even it only takes one hand to use it, but guess what? You don't even have a hand. So I think we did our job there, and that allows us now down here with you, Land and Avery. And I'm going to use one of your dashes just to give us some maneuverability here. We're going to bring you right here. So at least 4 out of 5 of these scientists will be safe. And then we're going to take a look. We probably don't need the Redemptor, so let's just take our regular weapon.
Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, let's just get it over with.
Target
We'll
down.
do that. And then we're just going to back you off over here, away from the stick dudes. If any of these stick dudes I miscalculate and they can reach, at least it's Papillon who has the best armor. And now, let's go from one of our, since he's on Overwatch, let's see if we can't work it with one of our snipers up high. Now, which one of our snipers? We're going to get a single shot from you, Belladonna, so we'll bring you right here.
Let's do this.
And we're going to get a single follow-up shot then from you,
Easy.
Mark, so we'll get you there. And it looks like we're both going to have to use Will, a little quick aim.
Got you.
That's a nice start on that guy. Now let's see if you can finish it off. Your weapon won't be quite as accurate, but we're going to give it a go. In fact, we don't have to use quick aim. I feel a lot better missing on a shot if we're going to when we're not using quick aim. So let Belladonna, don't let me rattle you with my chit chat. Let's come on here and nail this guy. Oh, I thought I might have rattled you. I was talking on too long, you know. Let's see if we do have some other options here though. And guess what? Forrest, I'm going to give you 2 chances at it.
Gotcha.
You didn't need 2. I think he may bleed out. Yes. So the priest is out of the picture. And that doesn't really allow us to move very far. Well, it's not like we have to worry about him anymore. Let's see. What other kind of help can we get? Herman, you only have 1 dash within you. Let's get you into the interior also so we can have plenty of people to potentially blast these guys away. There's 3 of them. Oh, excuse me, 2 left here. This guy's he can't hurt us now. So yeah, the numbers are starting to turn in our favor. So let's get you indoors. And stay there, ready to jump out on them. Herman, we can also kind of do the same thing with you, Cecil. Get you up nearby, ready to
Watch out.
pounce on
Moving in.
these guys. Oh wait, you know, I've kind of not been doing the pistol overwatches because they don't really punch through these guys anyway. So yeah, just so you know. And then we'll get you
Moving
running
now.
up this way after your shot, and keep you there, and we get our civilians out of here. At least we can rescue some scientists, even though we lost one, which is always frustrating. I like to try to rescue them all, don't we all? Let's jump you down here. Get you out next time. And get you running up. Oh, he had a pistol. But it would appear that his pistol missed. So, well, you know, Papillon, you did it with our other guy out here. Oh, but this guy, it's not being he's not quite got the same angle for us. So let's just step you out. Where do we have to go? Oh, because he's crouching, so you really don't have a good shot on him. Well, I guess what we're going to do is this. We're going to come as close as we can here.
Let's go.
Aha, it's that monitor that's causing the issues. Let's see if you can blast through the monitor and make him hurt. Well, you made the monitor hurt. What that does is if we can afford to not... Is there an angle we can get you at? We can't get that guy through the door. Unfortunately, Cecil, it doesn't look like... well, maybe we can get you far enough if we get our bud here out of the way. Now, our bud here does not have... So he's going to have... The thing is, he's going to have to finish this guy off.
I've got to focus.
Actually, that may not be a finishing shot, to be quite
Trying
honest.
to aim.
Oh yes, with the Redemptor, it is. I'm going to be sad when this one starts malfunctioning also. Then we can maybe do the same thing with you, Landon. You do have one dash within you. Step you out here. Turn around. Whip that Redemptor around. And go kablam. And that may... Oh, wait. I think the only one left then is this guy back here. And he's panicking to get the hay out of here. In fact, he's going to bleed out. So we'll let him bleed out. And we'll position you here just in case we need you, Cecil. But otherwise, hang out. I think we've got this in hand. Let's position ourselves here and there just in case we've missed somebody along the way. But I don't think that's the case. And who is this? Let's get you out of the way here. And we'll just kind of cover this guy over here to make sure he leaves or bleeds out. One of the two.
I'm listening.
And that'll be our turn. Alright guys, good job on that mission. We've got our first malfunction. Fortunately, it was not any kind of explosion, but the gun definitely did malfunction on us, and that can be awkward. We're now seeing the downside of the Chaos weapons. We've seen only the good side so far. So we got to remember, there is a downside to these weapons, so try to have a backup when using those weapons. All right, in the nick of time, the operation has been a success. Not only did we manage to rescue the scientists, but also managed to gather invaluable research data. All information has been successfully decrypted and available for further research and analysis. And New Jericho's attitude towards us is a +10. So I think we were as low as -20, so we'll take a quick peek, but I think New Jericho is only -10 now. That's all. And it feels good to have that thing done. New research that we picked up is advanced bionic technology. We'll put that into the queue. And that's it there right at the moment. Is there more research I'm missing here? Oh, there it is. Oh, reverse engineering the Marduk's Fist. Okay. We're going to keep going there. We're going to keep going here. We're going to... Is there any other mission? I don't want to quite do the unexpected emergency just yet. So let's just see if there's any... We don't really have a lot of materials with which to play around with and trade and whatnot. So let me take a quick gander around the map and see what we might want to do next. I'll tell you what. I may just... is that a little far? That might be a little farther than I want to travel right now. So I'll tell you what. We're going to take the Thunderbird back to the base temporarily, because it will not. We're now starting on the weaponry here. So, as a matter of fact, I don't want to do that one next. I'd rather do this weapon next, and I'd rather have these be the next ones, and then the worst weapon of the bunch come up third. So at least I could send the ship out with afterburners and one weapon if something were to happen sooner rather than later. So we'll do that. And we're going to send you temporarily back to the base. And I'm thinking of sending the Stray back to the base just because that's a stronger aircraft to get weaponized. A little slower, but also stronger hit points. And I would like to get that weaponized. So let's send the Stray back here to get ready to get equipped. And then just so we have the best possible chances on this airship, because I'm not seeing any Synedrian. Oh yeah, look at there. There's our first Helios that I've seen as a potential to steal. So let's go over here and see about stealing this airship and making that our next mission. If I send the Banda's Bane, it's pretty quick, so it'll get there pretty fast.
Construction complete.
Okay, we got our satellite uplink at Phoenix, East Africa. We see no flyers coming off yet. Let's proceed to our next mission.
Research complete.
All right, the hatching sentinel is done. It gives us some new research. Let's go see what that unlocks. Blast resistance technology. Yeah, we'll throw that in the queue. Still no flyers. Let's cross our fingers that this Disciples of Anu Haven will not totally be destroyed. Let's hope this first behemoth action is just the damage to that haven. And we're going to park right there and wait for our follow-up ship. Yeah, it's not very far behind. And the behemoth is now battling here. So what we're going to be doing next is right here, stealing another Tiamat. And yeah, you know, I know I traded the white elephant away, but I'm not opposed to having a Tiamat flying around. And if it does manage to get into battle, it's got a lot of hit points. So you know, it has its uses. And I don't mind having an extra aircraft around when we're dealing with a behemoth. So any opportunities I have, we're going to steal what we can, and the diplomacy is in the right spot to get that going. Okay, so that is going to be our next mission. I hope you enjoyed today's. We did a lot of sorting out with the team and splitting up, and if you have any other suggestions or ideas on what you want to see done, let me know. But for now, we're kind of hanging near the behemoth to be able to pick off the flyers that start coming out, because we want to get those 7 disruption points knocked out as soon as possible with the behemoth to get it to go underwater, so we can start exploring over here and exploring over our land bridge through Alaska. So that's where we want to get to. Hope you enjoyed today's mission. Once again, help me get to that community tab. I want to have a little fun with it. I know what I want to do with it right off the bat, so I appreciate all your help and support. You guys have been amazing so far, and I sure do appreciate it. This is Zigzag signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.